On this week's video, guys, we were meeting up with somebody on Facebook Marketplace to purchase some vintage tech decks to compare them to a modern fingerboard today to see if a tech deck can still hold the tricks that we do on modern fingerboards. So with that being said, guys, we're going to hop straight into today's video and see what we found. Alright guys, so I just met up with someone on Facebook Marketplace to get this old antique vintage tech deck skate shop bonus pack. I haven't seen one of these since I was like probably 10 years old. And you can really see like the yellowing on the wheels and the stickers. Hopefully that's just a plastic. Has a little bit of it right there as well. It's kind of hard to see with the glare. It's super bright out, but we're gonna get back to the house and do a little bit of unboxing for you guys today with this product. And we're gonna see how these old vintage tech decks perform compared to a modern day fingerboard. So with that being said, let's get back to the apartment and unbox this. Alright guys, so we're back at the studio. This is what we actually got. Here's a better look at it. We got some World Industry boards, 3 plain with no trucks, 3 with trucks and wheels, and we got some old wheels down here too. They look a little yellow, same with the stickers as well. That just shows how much this has aged over the years. I'm surprised the box is in this good of condition. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and set you guys up and start unboxing this. Alright guys, and with that being said, let's start unboxing this. Pull it straight out. It's yellowed for sure. We're gonna start off with these wheels. Look how yellow that plastic is. That's disgusting. There's a look at them wheels, guys. They don't make tech deck wheels with logos and stuff on them anymore, which is kind of sad. But we got 3 sets of them World Industry wheels, so maybe we can find a way to put bearings in them. Maybe dual bearings? I have no clue. But we're going to go ahead and pop these stickers out. Look at that. You see how white it is? And then I put the plastic behind it, it turns yellow. That's insane. But yeah, we got some cool World Industry stickers. I'm going to go and pop that back in there. And then we have some tech deck stickers. But as you guys can see, that plastic has a lot of yellowing on it. It just shows that this stuff is old. I don't think I've opened a skate shop box like this since I was like 10. It's been a while. It's pretty nostalgic. Oh my gosh, I always forgot about these. Never used them back then, but they got risers. Look at that. A little tiny riser. I totally forgot they used to make risers for these. And then of course you got a yellow skate pole. These have not changed at all. Alright guys, and we're starting off with a devil board from World Industries. Has some red wheels. This thing is so narrow, it looks like a popsicle. Let's compare it to the normal fingerboard. It's like, the size is just crazy. Same length, just the width. And oh man, the grip tape difference, this hurts. But we're going to get how it is in this video. And if you guys want to see me set up one of these with some actual trucks and wheels, comment that down below. I was planning on doing one with this Chaz Ortiz board, but maybe we do it with one of these World Industry boards. We have the Devil, we got the Water Guy, the Fire Guy, and we got a couple other decks we're going to go over real quick. Alright, now we got the little Water Guy. He was always doing like wet willy stuff and stuff like that. Got some black wheels on there, some tech deck grip. Then we got a yellow Fire Guy, throwing up a little rock on. Yellow wheels as well. Tech deck grip. Just feels so weird holding these up, guys. They're so tiny. Well, let's pull out the little shop. Look at that. That's even yellowed. Like, if I take this off, if I can get it off, look at this. Look how yellowed that plastic is. Camera might not pick it up, but it's nasty. Well, here's that little shop thing. You could put boards on here. You got little clips you could add on and make a whole like wall of boards like in a skate shop. And then you could even hang them up on the wall, which is pretty cool. Maybe we'll use this to display some of our actual fingerboards. But yeah, we have what looks to be like a World Industry out of wood with some grass. Then we have like a stone one that says World on it. And then we have a World Industry like pink tiger print with the World in the middle. It's pretty cool. So if you guys would like to see me put actual fingerboard trucks on one of these, or maybe one of the Wet Willy, the Devil, or the Fire Guy, or I even have this like Chaz Ortiz New York board, that'd be pretty cool. Comment that down below. I definitely think we should throw like some 26mm dynamic trucks on there with like some mini wheels, because these have like the riser pads. If we were to use one of these older World Industry ones, we could put the truck in there so it sits lower with mini wheels. Oh dude, that feels so crazy. But now that we got all these boards out, let's go ahead and see if we can't do a couple flat tricks. Do a pop shove it. Feels so weird. Front pop shove. Oh, it just flips. There we go. Fakey flip. Over flip like crazy. Wasn't the cleanest, but we did it. And 1 second, I got a pizza coming out the oven. I got a Fire Jack's pizza with extra cheese as I about dropped it. But we're gonna let this cool off and finish this video for you guys. But who knows, maybe I'll set some of these boards up with some foam tape and some bearing wheels and some really good dynamic trucks. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below 26mm build and we'll make that happen for you guys for another video. That being said, let's clean this up. 3, 2, 1, there we go. So let's go ahead and refocus this to the board. We have a Sorry board 34mm with foam tape. Sorry tape as well. We got knife pyro collab wheels. We have dynamic trucks with the normal locking nut, special edition. That's what we're using for our modern fingerboard. And then we got the Daredevil World Industry Tech Deck with no bearing wheels, no really bushings at all. This thing is stiff as it can get. And yeah, we're gonna pretty much just see if we can do a couple trips on some obstacles with this board and then go ahead and see if we can do it on the tech deck. So let's get into it. First things first, we're going to take this little rail, we're going to turn it like this and tack it down, and we got a little kicker. Just something super easy because this is way more mellower than this board, so it's going to be way harder to pop. We're just going to go with A50. And I am sitting down, so I haven't sat down and fingerboarded in a long time, but my finger kind of came off because the actual grip tape. Not bad. It's performing better than I thought it would. I couldn't even imagine if I threw some foam tape on it. Maybe that's what I'll do by the end of the video. Who knows? We're going to go ahead and do nollie over crook. Not bad, you know. Could have been a little cleaner. Let's try it on tech deck. First try, surprisingly. That is actually really crazy. Now we're going to get a little more tech and do a kickflip off the bank to back flip. Or front board. I consider back flip because my back tires are going more over the rail. There we go. This is where it's going to get hard because I'm going to overflip this a lot. Just going based off how much wider this is, it's going to be a pain doing flip tricks. Wow, I underflipped it twice. Dark slid it. That'd be kind of cool. We should do a dark slide on this, especially since it's the little red devil.
Way harder to do flip tricks.
Wow, I'm like really speechless. There's a dark slide. Replay that. There's a dark slide. Can't seem to get it. Wow. Another dark slide. 2 in a row. Alright, I'm gonna actually like really flick the crap out of this one. Almost it. Wow. Let's put that in slow-mo real quick. Alright, now you guys seen how that looked? That's the one thing I'll say from a 34mm, you know, trick's still nice, but you have like so much room to land like either straight up or like kind of lean back. Like, you know, you can land any trick kind of landing a little bit crooked. With these, especially with having actual grip, when you flick and you catch a trick, it just feels like 1,000 times better. And I think that's why tech decking back in the day compared to actual modern day fingerboarding felt way more like, I guess we could say, rewarding. It's because you would battle trick like I just did for so long, because it's not the same. Clearly you don't have bearing wheels, you don't have good tuning, and you don't have foam grip, which can all be upgraded little by little. Like foam grip is cheap. You can actually make pivot cups for these tech deck trucks with old headphones, and you could literally just buy a cheap pair of bearing wheels and this would perform way better. But yeah, no, it just definitely feels a lot better after battling a trick and then landing it and rolling away super clean. It just feels way better on a tech deck. So I definitely want to make one of these 26mm setups, so make sure to comment that down below. We're going to make it happen here soon. But yeah, no, let's go ahead and try another trick. Maybe nollie nose blunt, nollie flip. That just took forever. I don't even know how long that's going to take. But let's go and get on the fingerboard. All right, now let's get on the modern day fingerboard. Wow. First tee without a problem. Crazy. Tech deck. This is going to take forever. Oh, I just slipped right out that foam grip. I just went, whoop. Literally is like, it's like nail file. Well, I got into it, but my finger just missed it. It's just a little bit too narrow. Try a little harder. Oh, I was right there. Right there. I don't know why, like, the way it flipped, I kind of put my elbow this way, and it made me want to, like, 180. Now I know what felt really good. That's what I'm saying, guys. When you land on a 20 mil, you kind of are forced to land like that, and it feels amazing. Almost out of it. That felt so good. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're going to do a couple flat tricks, but man, all I'm going to say is it's way more of a battle on a tech deck than a modern fingerboard, but it just feels way better when you land it. Let's go and remove these. Move them out the way. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and do some flat tricks now. First one's an impossible. Not the cleanest, but you know, it was impossible. This one should be a little bit easier because it's like a little like less grippy. Rewind that. Pretty sure when I impossible, it went and I caught my fingers again. Super cool. Hey, we got one trick first try tonight. Now we're gonna go backside heel flip. Could be a little cleaner, but you know, it is what it is. I'm having a feeling this might be a little easier because it's so narrow. What? 2 for 2 first try on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do a tray flip. First try on the model fingerboard. Probably one of the cleanest tray flips I've done in a while. For some reason I'm better at nollie and switch. Don't know. Even fakey's better. So let's do a tray flip on the tech deck. Can't count that. The axis is weird because it's so long but so narrow. I gotta really scoop. Rewind. That felt like a caught front finger. That would felt better. Alright guys, now for shits and giggles, we're gonna go ahead and do a nollie tray flip on both of these since I'm not that good at normal trays. I said I'm better at switch, nollie, and fakie compared to normal. Tech deck one definitely felt way better though. Let's do nollie. Overflipped it. Getting too used to going back and forth between the boards. That one was way better. Now the question is, guys, drop in the comments down below right now. You think I'm going to get the nollie tray on the tech deck in 2 tries or less? Or more? It's going to be a little easier to flick, so I'm going to have to focus really on my scoop. I'm going to say it's going to take 3 tries, but for some reason I have a gut feeling it might be first. So let's go ahead and do it. No cuts. Almost double. Alright, 2 more tries. I'm over flicking, so I really gotta scoop. Now I under flick. Alright, 4 try. Primo? Does it count? We'll never know. It is a lot harder without bearing wheels. Nollie is definitely gonna be way easier once I get some bearing wheels on one of these. Right there. I really gotta make sure I scoop and flick at the same time. Just like that. And I gotta be lighter on my fingers. Right there. Dang it. I can't get it, man. Rewind that. That just shows, guys, I think the Tech Deck tricks look way better than the normal modern fingerboard tricks. Just because it's narrower. You can get a modern fingerboard that's 26, 30, 27, 28 millimeters. I think just the narrower board you have makes it look a lot better. Not just old Tech Decks in general. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and play every trick for both modern and vintage Tech Decks side by side. And let me know in the comments which one you guys think is cleaner. I personally think the Tech Deck looks cleaner just because it's narrower. And you know, like I said, when you're on the modern day Tech Decks, there's just so much room to like have awkward finger placements. You land a lot more and way quicker, but the battle is totally worth it on these vintage narrow Tech Decks. I think I'm going to look into a 26 millimeter wood deck for sure. With that being said, let's play them clips side by side. Okay. Alright guys, so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What tricks look cleaner? Was it the vintage Tech Deck or was it the modern fingerboard? You guys decide down below. And with that being said guys, if you guys want to see me build a modern day like 26 millimeter Tech Deck build with some foam grip, bearing wheels, and some 26 millimeter trucks, comment that down below, 26 millimeter, and we'll make that happen. With that being said guys, until next week's video, peace out and happy fingerboarding.